back, I'm Vanessa, the girl on a bike. I'm also the girl on a bowler. Now, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos with the 4x4 stuff, definitely check it out. You've got the video where I show you exactly how I got into it. I did actually have Bowler Wildcat posters as a 14-year-old. There's a whole journey that's come alongside my motorcycle world that's put me here today, where I'm now at my 5th race in the big boy beast here. There's also a video on my channel, I probably shouldn't remind you of this, where I possibly maybe had a lie down mid-race and we kind of did a roll. Quite a good video, so check it out. In this video, I am at my 5th event way up north in England, above the wall. They do all kinds of crazy things, like have pies and gravy and chips and mushy peas and all kinds of weird stuff. But anyway, it's a really beautiful part of the world. And I'm here for the Trackrod Rally. Tonight, I'm going to be doing my first ever night stage in a car. Now, recently I rode an off-road motorcycle, the Harley-Davidson Panamera, for the Hard Alpi Tour for the first time, riding through the night. And from that experience, I can tell you that riding at night is a very different kettle of fish to riding through the day. Your vision changes, your vanishing point. Car has been modified, so I have some very big lights up on the front of Big Boy to help give me some vision. Big Boy is a Bowler Defender 90. I do have a video that gives you a full specs run through of the vehicle if you're interested, but for a night rally there is a key modification which is to help me see, and that is here on the front. These are really like daylight. And when you think about the pace that you could be driving, I'm anticipating through this race through the weekend to make it up to speeds of possibly 90 miles an hour. Having the vision to be able to see as far ahead as possible while your navigator is shouting, fast right, don't come off the throttle, and you're going, ah! These things are a key modification. So when I was riding the Pan America off-road, I actually put some OEM LED headlights down low on the frame of the bike to give me extra vision. I also had an additional light on my helmet that I could use with my head and move. Obviously in a car, I've only got the headlights on the front, so we've gone for the biggest, brightest lights that we can get. Now, the Defender series with Bowler is a series where every single one of the Defenders are identical. So there's no option for the wealthier person to throw an extra 20 grand at their suspension and have a higher performance car. It's down to the skill of the driver. But with the lights, you can put as big a light as you want on your car. And I'm very grateful that Bowler have gone, let's give Vanessa some really damn big lights, because they are whoppingly huge. Woo! So let's do this. Let's race at night. So an added complexity to doing a night rally that isn't actually all that obvious, but is really obvious when you think about it, is the fact that my navigator Chris is having to read pace notes in the dark. But don't worry, because Bowler have thought of this, and the car is fitted with this little like bendy light thing. And Chris has his clipboard. Where's your pencil?
Pencils when you're ready.
He's got his pencil holder. And
pencil to hand.
Yeah, got a pencil to hand, he's got a light, and he'll be able to read his pace notes. Quite clever. And we also, if we needed, can turn this into daylight. I don't even know where the switch is. Look at that.
Look at that.
What's that for? I guess for just now, when we just had the Trackrod organisers put the tracker in, which gives us tracking so they know where we are on the stages, and SOS if we need it, which hopefully we are not going to need. Fingers crossed. Amazing. Sweet, we're on the road. We have a liaison to our special stage. What, we've got 45 minutes? An hour liaison, and then we've got an off-road special stage going left. So Chris is navigating, I'm driving, that's pretty obvious. Great chat, Vanessa. So yeah, we're gonna head out.
Go around the barrier.
Go around the barrier. Sure?
Yep.
show you the difference in our headlights. So right now, this is standard car headlights. If you look out the front. And then, that. Oh, that was good timing as we light up all the rally guys who stopped to have a pee before the stage. The difference in these aftermarket headlights that Bowler put on is colossal. It's like daylight! Getting kitted up. It's very dark out there, which might sound surprising, but it's very dark out there. Yikes. Oh man, it's been a couple of months since our last race. I feel like I should have put this on earlier. Oh, I feel restricted. Okay, breathe. Wowzer, breathe. It's very overwhelming right now. It's hard to describe what this feels like. You can't move. I'm like pinned into a chair. I can't move my head. It's all for safety, obviously. But it's a crazy feeling. Gloves on. You don't want any really exposed skin. This is all fireproof pro clothing.
Except for the navigator's hands.
Apart from his hands. Yeah, but you've got to be able to hold his pencil.
Yeah.
Can't hold a pencil with gloves on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
3, 2, 1. We have just finished the night stage. I feel like the list of what went wrong is probably too long to list, but I'm going to start by the fact that the first long straight that was like really long, you keep it flat, we keep going, wasn't long at all, and I overshot the first corner. Ended up having to make the call of I'm not gonna wang it round, I'm just gonna focus on stopping, I've got runoff, and then I reverse back and go the right way, because if I had tried, the risk could have been spectacularly emotional, more than a nap. Yeah.
We'd have been in the ditch then.
Yeah. So anyway, that then happened. That didn't help my mojo, because then I was just like, it was too fast, and then you go into that kind of self-abuse, you've messed up, you're an idiot, what a dickhead, you just overshot the first corner. And then pace notes.
I lost my way in the pace notes. I've never got so lost in all the time I've been doing it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't quite find my way back to where we were supposed to be, which lost us a lot of time.
We ended up doing I drive as I can see, you try and find where we are, and then that wasn't working, because you've got to think it's really subtle terrain and there's corners, and he's got abbreviated inputs as to what we're riding. It's not like he's got a kilometre point and an input. So it was kind of, we got to a point where, we're not finding where we are, why don't you go ahead and find the next aggressive junction, like a hairpin or a 90, and then we'll take that input and try and get back where we were, which didn't actually work on the first one.
No.
So we continued to be a bit lost.
Yeah.
And then we got back into pace notes, got back flowing, and it was really slippery out there. Everyone warned me that the Dolby Forest is like ice. It's definitely like ice. There was a moment where we had a transition from tarmac onto gravel, back to tarmac, gravel, whatever way it was, and we hit the tarmac, which I thought was going to be grippier,
and the just swung out, didn't it?
Car just went, held it,
powered into it, and then you had an epic bus stop.
That was pretty cool. I kind of whipped around it.
You did. You sort of like braked yourself, but you... Yeah,
I nailed it by pure fluke.
Perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Oh dear. The most important thing is that we finished. We probably won't have come last because someone will have had a breakdown or something. We've learned something, and there's a man at my window that made me jump. Right, we better get moving. We've got a long day tomorrow. Total mileage for this weekend is what, 120 liaison?
190, isn't it? 190 in total, 120 liaison and 760. 56. 56 specials. Special stage. Costs 5 stages. Yeah. Yeah. So we better get going. It is evening, so it's 10:15 right now. We've got 45 minutes back to base. Hand the big boy beast over to the bowler team to give him a once over. Go back to the hotel, get some sleep, and we'll be up again tomorrow. And tomorrow, we're going to be dream team again. Yeah. Got to be. Got to be.
It is morning in the bivouac here with Bowler. Now, there are years of experience of bivouac life, including desert rallies, so you can see a pretty impressive setup. I've of course got my cup of tea. We've got 6 cars here in this race, but sometimes you get upwards of 18 cars all competing in the Defender Series, which is pretty exciting. We can see the guys are working on the cars already. You've got the spares, the kit box. Most of the people are congregating this morning is obviously where the bacon, sausages, teas and coffees are, which is in the marquee here. We can see Big Boy is getting prepared for me to get out and race. Now, yesterday with the night race was definitely a bit of a learning curve. It was dark, dramatic, emotional, and today I'm going to be going into it with positive energy. Chris and I are going to be working as a team and aiming to keep it smooth, braking late, braking hard, accelerating out. It's going to be a good day. Co-pilot ready? Sweet. Awesome. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Have a good one. New day.
Yeah. Cool, now we wait 14 minutes and we keep going. You can see here some of the sort of vehicles that we're up against. We've got the Subarus, the Fiestas, the Mark 1s, the Fords, like a whole array of monstrous rally cars. And then you got all us monster beast bowlers. So that will have cost a whole shed ton of time, which is very annoying. But anyway, that is the world of this game. We still feel good.
Yeah.
Back on form, for sure.
Enjoying it.
Yeah, enjoying it.
Yeah.
Chowing down on a chicken burger and chips, which has got to be the best way to refuel mid-race. Hopefully I'm not going to go into some kind of food coma. Well, that's where this comes in. How's it going? We're 3 stages down today, we've got 2 more to go. And honestly, it's just a case of like rebuilding the confidence, the trust with the pace notes, the direction, the trust to keep the foot flat when it's fast, etc. Definitely feel like we're building a little bit more pace, but I don't think I'm being very aggressive. It's feeling very smooth, but incredibly safe and slow. So I think today is about trying to rebuild the confidence and the trust on the relationship, and then hopefully next time we'll come at it a little bit more powerfully. I've got a good view from here though. I can see Steve working away on Big Boy. He's been going really, really well. We're going to make one tweak to the car, which is just changing the brake bias slightly and put one click further to the back. So there's a couple of moments where I felt like the front was a little bit washy, including one where I nearly went into a hay bale. I wonder what would happen if I hit a hay bale. Would the car just kind of cuddle it, or would it be a bit of a bang? Hopefully I'll never find out. Yeah, we totally got our mojo back then. I think we were back working as a team. Chris's navigation and pace notes was like on fire, on point. My driving got better. My confidence then built as like trusting all the corners and what was being told, and we got to go faster and faster. I was getting more aggressive with the braking later because I was trusting corners, and also getting better at doing like the slidey thing. The slidey thing where you like use the brake to turn the car and the accelerator to turn it more, and it just felt like we were dancing. It was absolutely incredible. The terrain around here, we're still up near the Dalby Forest, Filey, Scarborough kind of way, and it's absolutely beautiful. The organisers of this event, Trackrod, have found some very cool gravel tracks for us to play on in big boy cars. We got one more stage, which is how many miles?
Stage 13.24.
13.24 mile stage. That's quite a decent length stage.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one we just did?
Longest one of the year.
Longest one?
Longest one of the year.
So that's longer than the one we just did?
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. We got a nice long stage to finish, and then sadly it'll be over for the weekend. But there is still 2 more rounds in the UK series this year. And it's probably worth mentioning that the Defender series that Bowler are running and organising, you can get yourself, buy a car and have full support and entry to the 7 UK Rally Series rounds for about 118,000 plus VAT. And then at the end of that year, you obviously own and get to keep the car. So it's actually a really affordable way to get into rally, because so many people, it's totally achievable for anyone to do rally. You can learn, develop, grow. Bowler will help you with that. But very often you can't get into it because you haven't got like your dad and your mate and your neighbour down the road, Dave, with a trailer and the knowledge of the mechanics and all that kind of stuff. And this is where you can just get the package, rock up, and Bowler hold your hand through the whole thing. So it's absolutely amazing. I'm on event number 5 and absolutely loving it. Just loving it. It's a totally different world to 2 wheels, but in a completely complementary, parallel, help each other. What I do on 2 wheels helps me with 4 wheels. Totally think the 4 wheel stuff is going to help me with the 2 wheels. And it's really exciting to think where the Defender series is going over the next few years. So my next Bowler video is going to give you a pretty powerful sneak peek as to what is next for me in my driving adventures. It's going to heat up, that is for sure. Right, we've got how many minutes? Not many minutes.
8 minutes left.
8 minutes. I could keep talking to you then. You probably don't want me to keep waffling, so I'll just stop recording. We've got 8 minutes. We've got helmets off because we've got a little road liaison. They don't want us to look like hooligans, and then we'll be doing the final stage. 5, 4, 3, 2. did. Hey! Woo. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Amazing. This car is a weapon. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You don't want to mess with us, we'll just run you over.
Yeah, go over it.
Get out of the way.
The tree doesn't matter.
Awesome. Got a little trophy.
Yeah, you got your finishers award.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeehaw! New glass. Well, that is not all on me. That big inflatable thing behind me is a very good sign because it means that we are safely at the end of the final stage. It has been a proper roller coaster of emotion weekend, really. I feel like last night with the bit of the hiccups kind of hit me rock bottom, confidence went, and today we've slowly basically been building it back up. So what it's definitely made me realise is how important team is in this sport. Now, it's not just between the driver and the co-pilot, it's also the mechanics, the support network, the marshals. There's so much that goes into making these events happen, but this weekend it's really been an emphasis on the relationship between myself and Chris, the co-pilot, working together. When he's throwing a fast right at me, I have to trust keeping that foot flat on the pedal, and there's a little bit of a moment where that kind of relationship had a bit of a hiccup, and today we've been building it back up and we're feeling really, really good again. The last two stages today, it was like proper dancing again. We also changed the braking bias on the car, which put a little bit more onto the rear end, and I was back able to slam it round corners in a very exciting way, and it just felt so much better. And if you actually look at the results of our times, you can see the difference in that happening. It's been an absolutely incredible event, yet another event in the Defender series, putting me through different environments, different experiences, building my knowledge, training. And thankfully, I'm coming out of the weekend feeling really happy, confident, like I've learned something and ready to take on the next challenge. I'm Vanessa Ruck, the girl on a bike, the girl with a bowler. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments. Epic weekend.